Friends, and welcome back to another exciting, hot, but maybe, I don't know, I just work here, adventure with the Sly Paladin of the Nine in our Minecraft build, The Forbidden City. It's been a minute since the last time I actually filmed anything, and it's been kind of a tough day for me today, actually kind of a tough week, but finally got everything fixed so that I could do this, and there's a zombie under my platform. I figured we could look at what has changed since the last time we toured the city. And there's a lot, actually, that I have been working on and putting together. And maybe some of it you can see on the map. Let me pull that map to my right hand so you can really see it. So this is one of my maps. And you can see that the platform has started to move out that direction, and actually I have laid all the lights, I'll show you, for the wall, almost all the lights for the wall. You can see here, for that layer level, they're both are technically correct I suppose, the whole way around I have glowstone, which has taken a lot of time in the Nether with the silk touch and a lot of emeralds with my clerics to get enough for that. But every day progress is made. You can see it's getting more level and more even across over here, and I've been laying out the frog lights. I also spent a couple of days in my frog farms harvesting more frog lights because I never have enough. And what else did I do while I was down there? Oh, and more glowstone. I got more glowstone. But then I ended up wandering off like to 10,000 roughly. So I went like 5,000 squares just looking for these little ones, because I'm in a more of an eroded badlands, and the painted or spotted wolves spawn in the actual badlands, so I had to go find them. You see pale wolf, there's another pale back there. I've expanded on this bridge and put in some railings, and the little city over here, the little village. It's not a city, it's a village. That's a city. Oh my goodness. So here's the village. I gave them a little fish pond and put some, those are the lights from the monuments, and I cannot remember to save my life what they're called. Oh well. Oh, hi little one. Oh, that was the other thing I got on my little adventure, were sniffer eggs. And I put them down here, and if you're not aware, you can find these by using the brush at warm ruins under the ocean. And once you have 2 of them, then you can breed and, make your own. But they can hatch on either dirt, or they like to hatch on moss, but I didn't have any handy, so I just went with this. And then sort of have this sort of obsession with irrigation canals. I don't know why. But here it is. And there's a kitty. I don't have an Overwatch, but I have a Mary on my left elbow and a Sophie on my right. They guard the mana. The sea lights. I think that's what they're called. I don't know. You goofy fish, why do you get stuck on the light? Oof. And then over here, of course, I built a whole new bridge to connect the village with my little inn over there. You can see it's got pillars going all the way down, and this village is now completely fenced in. And what's really funny is this is mostly eroded badland, but once I put in this dirt and these trees, I've had several striped wolves who spawn in. Oh, speak of, do I have any? I don't have any bone. Like I said, I've had striped wolves spawn in here because apparently it now considers it to be a wooded badland. So that's really nifty. And all this dirt I brought in and set this all up nice and pretty. Give it a little bit of a park-like feel. And then I also brought a bunch of, well, after those started spawning in, I started catching a few. And I'm just putting wolves all over the place to sort of protect me from the mobs that show up at night. Here's the inside of the inn. We've got some new counters, have some hoppers for that. And then I have maps. I love map time. So these are maps that I started on this end so they won't affect the other sets of maps that I have back in the main part of the build. But I can still kind of, you know, have my laugh about updating these maps without really, you know, ruining the fun of updating the main map. And this is what's really something to look at, is if you remember, the mountain used to go to here, and now it's over there. And we'll go over and we'll actually look at that and see all of the undercutting, because it's pretty snifty, and I'm exceptionally proud of myself, as one tends to be. And then this is the other side of the inn. Just more trees and pretty things. There's sort of this principle a lot of times when you're looking at streams and things, rivers specifically, but in the, formally we call everything a stream. Even if it's, you know, the Columbia River, which is enormous, it's still a stream. The Mississippi, still technically a stream. Just a big stream. And then there's all this, like, you can call them orders of streams, and it depends on how many branches feed into it, and it's entirely complicated and entirely unnecessary for this. But that's what I do. Oh, and the sun's going down. Well, we will take a little minecart trip. I'm going to unload this terracotta back here, because I don't want to take it with me back to the main part of the city. That would be a waste of time. And it can go, actually, I'm going to put it in the box over here, which is empty. And then I will have more room to bring back more stone, because I need a lot of stone to pave all the things. And I don't need to take the frog lights with me. I need to go ahead and grab this cart. Pop goes the mine cart. Ah, Sophie is abandoning me. I'm so sad, Miss Sophie. It's okay, Mary will keep me warm. At least my elbow. She's a very sweet girl. She loves her mommy. I do not need to bring that with me. And this right here is just to keep them from coming back at me, so I can push them forwards and have them run all the way here, but then they can't, the bounce back isn't sufficient to get them to come back up and over it. So let's go gadget zoom. And this is the reason we like the carts, like the carts, like the carts. This is the reason we like the carts, because otherwise it's real slow. Oh my goodness. Okay, so a couple of jokes just because. What do you get, and there are two answers to this one, incidentally. What do you get when you cross an elephant with a rhinoceros? The most obvious answer is Elephino. But my favorite answer is an immediate cessation of funding and a call before the Ethics and Standards Board, which reveals what a nerd I am. But it's funny. It is. At least if you're a nerd. I'd tell my favorite geology joke, but nobody ever gets it. Unless they are in one of the three fields, in geophysics, or in geology, or in petroleum engineering, and then it's hilarious. So if anybody's listening to this and actually wants to hear the joke, let me know in the comments, and I will totally tell it in a future video. All right, let's look at our dwindling mountain. Doo, doo, doo. There's all the boxes. I love it, the way that it renders sometimes. It's so silly. We're going to go ahead and put that away and that down there. I accidentally filled all of those, so I had to spend a couple of days in game emptying out these lower chests. But the big dramatic change is on this side. And remember, the last time we saw it in a video... Oh, don't be rude. The mountain overhung this wall. And now, not so much. Alright, fine, come here. Oh, did you despawn? That works. So now we can kind of appreciate what's left. So all of that, plus everything that was forward of it, which was, you know, everything out to here. That part took forever. What's funny is the further along I get, the more it starts to go faster and faster because there's less and less area to work on. And I get more and more obsessed with just getting rid of this stupid mountain. And this is what I do, is I'll cut a line going one direction and then I'll section it. And so you just work in blocks. You just wear one down and then, you know, move on to the next one. What's nice about this particular set is now I'm able to, when I'm ready, come in and put in the archery pavilion. Whee! So yeah, that's a thing. This whole section. I may or may not have no life, which is fair. Another thing that's changed since the last time we really looked at it is this section has been completely level undercut from here all the way to the end. As you can see, it just goes on and on and on forever. It's beautiful. Oh, la vache. I think it's funny. Of course, I've died since then, which is why I'm down to 12 health. I fell off of a very tall drop in the Nether. Now, the other thing I wanted to show everybody in this particular video is how I get so much netherite. And Little Bird would tell me that to... well, that was silly. I put the wrong minecart down, didn't I? To get netherite, you have to use dynamite. And that does work. But one of the tricks is going to the right spot in the Nether. So I'm going to run back and get my minecart, and then we will zip our way out to the Nexus. And I will show you the trick to getting a lot of netherite without even really trying. It's super easy. Whee! This section is just a natural void in the rocks, which I love finding those. And my internet's being poopy again, but at least it's functional, unlike the last 2 days. Normally, what I've been trying to do, and sort of my goal with this, is to have a video come out on Tuesday and Thursday for the Minecraft for the Forbidden City build, and then Saturday will be our Let's Play with Little Bird. I put down the wrong minecart because I'm a goofball. There we go. That's it. And then because I'm going to eventually go out to that side of the plateau and start building it out, I've also started running a rail line across here that will take me under the platform and then can zip out that direction so that I can take all of the material that is being, you know, removed from this mountain and put it to use building up the platform further out. Look at all those pretty frog lights. That was funny. That was funny. I brought a ender chest or nether chest. I can never remember, but there's one here now. I try and have them sort of anywhere that I'm going to be working for any amount of time. Redstone. I also ended up down in one of the copper towers, kind of by accident, while I was off in the other part of the desert. And I will probably actually pick up some mine tracks so that I can start building that rail out, because I want to bring back a lot of copper. And a lot of the stuff in the copper towers, or copper strongholds, I'm not really sure what they're called, a lot of that is already waxed, so I don't have to go and spend hours and hours collecting beeswax, even with all of my little hives. And I have so many hives, as you've seen. It still takes the better part of eternity, and you lot are a bunch of dumb donkeys. Why do you leave the bedrooms and then get stuck over here? You do not want out. Where are you going? Come on. Dummies. No, no. Bad chicken. Chickens are not allowed out. That's what happens when chickens leave the pen. Now I have to go put that away. Messy. Oh, that's what that sound is. It's the beehive is ready, and so it's drip, drip, dropping and making sort of squishy, wet sounds. And if you didn't know, that's how you hatch eggs. You throw them, and eventually one will become a chick. Or you can breed them with seeds. You get both options. Okay. Yes, nice doggos. You guys stay here. There we go. Okay, you can see the difference here on this map compared to the one in my left hand. And that whole section is almost completely destroyed. And I'm going to work on that again in the near future. And this is significantly more netherrack at the moment. Or not netherrack. Skulk at the moment. That'd be nice if you could generate netherrack. I'd spend all day doing that just for these walls, because holy cow, does it take a lot of that stuff. And there's the water. Can you tell I have a problem with pillagers sometimes? Exactly, friend, exactly. What do we have here? Not what I wanted. Another tap. Okay, so I want these. See, there's some ancient debris sitting here that I haven't even bothered to smelt because I don't need it. I have so much. I've been making blocks of netherite. Are we out of... Yes, you are out of... Later. Helpful? Not entirely. Okay, kids, let's go. Mostly this particular rail line is just for bringing the minecarts with the chests down from the portal, because I've got the line in there set up so that the minecarts pop out right above the line, and then I just push it onto the line, and then it runs all the way back down. Yes, exactly. It's really quite... Oh. The sheepies. Sheepies. All the colors. I don't know why I made it purple. 'Tis what it is. Okay, hip hop zip zap. Okay, here we are back at the Nexus. There's that portal to the outside. Not that I really need it right now. But I try and have them sort of all over the place. Wrong way. Here it is. So we remember the Nexus. I'm going to move this stuff out of there and grab a dynamite. So, like I said, Little Bird will say, just blast everything with dynamite, but, and that does work, and I think I've mentioned it before, actually, that's why a lot of this is so gutted looking, because you take your, oh, I need a flint and steel, don't I? You can't really set off a dynamite without a flint and steel. Gold that doesn't end. Encore et encore. I don't have one. Well, that is just obnoxious. Well, I'm not going to do it. We'll just go do the diggy thing. So you put one... The real trick, though, is look at our Y elevation. We are at, now, negative, or we're at 12 in terms of our elevation. And that is sort of one of the two golden spots in terms of finding ancient debris. The other one is up at the roof, and I don't like digging up at the roof because it's too easy to fall and die. Like that. Dummies. But if you come, you see, this is where I've dynamited everything, and that's why it's so much lower. Don't want that. It's Bork anyways. Oh, okay. I can make a flint and steel. That's not so bad. Oh my. You are very rude. Entirely uncalled for. You just shoot your buddies. That was sort of a dumb donkey move, wasn't it? Stop stepping on the rake. Come here. Don't start nothing. Won't be nothing. Ugh, more of that. Do not want. Yes, so each of it, this is all places that I've dynamited out, but now that I have some gravel, I can make a flint and steel, and then we can do that for funsies. Sometimes I think everybody should be terrified when I refer to anything as for funsies. Heaven help me. Aha! That's the one. Okay. I propose we take... That's a good number. Oh, dizzy. Actually, I'm going to do one other thing and put that there. Alright, let's pick a direction. We're going to go this way this time, because I don't think I've gone... Okay, yes I have. This is what I do. Alright, so. Okay, so. Here is the earth. Wow, you were saying that's a great earth. Anyways. Round. Bonus points for anybody who remembers that. You guys are weird and you make weird noises. I'm not a huge fan of all of that. Alright, so. 11. Aha. That's what this was going to be. So here's our level 12. And we'll go out a little ways. And then you turn. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set that bad boy there. And kapow. Boom. Good times were had by all. Because the ancient debris will not be destroyed by the Babursta. The explosion won't do anything to it, although clearly there was none here. So then you just kind of keep going. Get back up to 12. The other way is to just keep digging at 12. So when I come into the Nether, I always come back down to 12 when I get lost. and then immediately turn and dig my way to the 0, 0 coordinate, because I know that from 0, 0 I have a path marked that will bring me back to the Nexus, and then I can go up and follow the rail line back. So I never get lost in the Nether. And because of that, I have spent an inordinate amount of time just doing this. Whee! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And to dance. Ancient debris. And then, of course, I always clear a little space around it, because as a rule, it does not tend to spawn in all by itself. Well, it just happened. Actually, why don't we explore this with an explosion? That sounds like fun, right? I'm gonna back up. Kapow! Whoop! And there is... Oh, see, there it is. There was another one. And there's a lava. And for the sake of... I can't. Rude. Ooh. Fine, be that way. Apples. So, like I said, there's typically a second one close to the first one. And so you can either blast or, you know, dig for it. There's that, and then since we're here, we'll go up, up, up. Ugh. Gold. But it does have experience, which pickaxe always likes. They be hungry pickaxe. I can't even pick it up because I don't have the inventory space. Kapow. We can watch it from here. Any luck? Oh, well, you're not very nice, are you? Why are you not with the froggies? You should go to the frog farm and let them eat you up. Oh, nom. Muy caliente. Oh, hey, look, it did find one for us. So now I'm going to go like this, and this, and this. And see if there's anything close. Babursta. Yep, there it is. So I don't know, maybe it could be more effective if you do it sort of in tandem like this, but I've collected so much ancient debris just by digging my tunnels at 12. And now so can you. Or something, I don't know. Anyways, that's all I've got for today. I will see you next week. Thanks for hanging with me.